A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. In this channeling session, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine are both feeling, I would say rather they would be reflecting this energy at different points, though this is a timeless channeling. But in this channeling session, the Divine Feminine feels very sad, very disheartened, very broken down by the people who she has spent the whole life with, and it is to do with the relationships that are formed with marriage or which are formed with love affairs or boyfriend girlfriend, or you can say live-in relationships and things like that, different types of relationships. But she has always sought a relationship which was true. If you ask any of the Divine Masculine who are listening to this channeling, they were one of those people who probably wanted their first relationship to turn into a husband situation. But her experience was such, or her lifestyle was such, that all the relationships that she got into, where she gave her all, she tried to do whatever she could in the knowledge or understanding she had till that point in time, because she has also been stepping up with every failed relationship. Whatever she could do, she tried to do it, but her intention with every relationship was to see it work out somehow. Of course, by the time the twin flame comes in her life, she has a better understanding of love. And although a lot of you are struggling in the twin flame journey also, you are feeling that your relationship is not working out, there is this tug of war or runner chaser dynamic or push and pull or whatever. But let me tell you that some of you have been in relationships that were really long term also. So you understand that there can be marriage also, there can be live-in relationship also, and you have been in that, you have been in those relationships, but none of the relationships could satisfy your soul journey or could make you feel like a complete person. Now this is exactly how the Divine Masculine has been thinking. He has felt that because he has not just been a runner with you, but it's like okay, let me tell this to you in this channeling, a little bit clarity would be good, that if you look at your relationships, specifically Divine Feminine, in most of their other relationships, they were the runners in some way or the other. Like they would be the ones to not talk, they would be the ones to go away, depending on what the other person was doing or saying. They were always somehow not sure about that person, that I don't think this is my true love, I don't think this is my true love. And you were right also. In many ways you were right also, because it was not your true love. And the Divine Masculine was the chaser in many of his flings or short-term relationships. He was the one who was chasing that person. So by the time both of them are getting ready for the twin flame relationship, and by the time they're into the twin flame relationship, this is a timeless channeling, so it will apply to a lot of people, in fact. So be it recognition stage or be it harmonization stage, you will all feel this energy, this feeling. This is also an energy update from that perspective, that you were probably the runner and the chaser, but the roles got reversed when you met each other. Both of you reversed your dynamic because both of you had opposite experiences, opposite polarity experiences. So while the Divine Feminine was in relationships where she was trying to stay for longer than she should have, left long time back, but she stretched it, pulled it, somehow managed, and she was also the runner because she was also sort of done with it afterwards. And in between also many times she thought, so let's pick up say 3 years relationship of someone. In 3 years relationship, she probably thought 30 times at least minimum that this is not the one for me, then why am I doing this? This person doesn't love me, because the relationships were very materialistic in nature. They were sansaric in nature. Now With the DM also, the relationships are very physical, more sexual, very tit for tat, or very barter system, or very give and take oriented. So when he wants to meet the divine feminine, by the time he reaches the divine feminine, he is at that spot in life, at that point where he has found her, he has met her. He suddenly, starts questioning the whole dynamic. He starts questioning the truth of this relationship. He starts, because this is the testing and crisis stage. So he cannot really figure out. He starts getting into those dark energies again, where he starts thinking that what if she is also like the rest of them? Because the time frame has also increased. Earlier he probably had a one night stand or like a very casual fling, and then it was 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. By the time he is with the feminine, he has even been with even including on and off time, for over 1 year, which is big deal for him. 1 year, 1.5 years was big deal for him at one time. And for her, it was always long-term relationship. So you can sort of make an average out of it, or a ratio out of it, whatever is your scenario. Okay. So now she is feeling very sad, and though she is in the surrender stage for most of them have found that place where they can clearly see through. But there are those moments when you attend someone's marriage, or this is a family wedding where everyone is getting a lot of support, everyone is getting so much love, all the guests are coming, and she feels like she's the one who was never given that much love or that much support, that much encouragement. She had such bad and crazy dark relationship patterns that everyone was witnessing. But because they looked fine from the worldly perspective, the parents would tell her, or if it was not a marriage, if it was just a long-term relationship or an engagement, the family would say, it's okay, you should learn to manage, you should understand, this is good. So what, 3 things are good about this guy, even if 5 things are not good. So learn to deal with it, things like that. She felt very unsupported every time she went through a heartbreak phase. So there are certain lines that the divine masculine as well as the divine feminine are echoing in their soul body, or in the soul body that is connected with the wounds. So for him also, let me tell you that it does look like he has got a lot of support from his family. But it was for him more like over interference or too much support. Like if he would fall for a girl, the whole family would be with him, standing with him to get them together, to do the matchmaking. But again, the family template has to be healed, because they also don't have the correct information about who is the right person for this guy. So that also sort of instigates him to take the decision where he gets married to the karmic, or he gets engaged to the karmic, or starts living in with the karmic, or opens up a business with the karmic, or does something huge with the karmic that he would not have done if only everyone was not over supportive or over protective. But they were trying to protect him from the heartbreak that he could get from the divine feminine due to the divine feminine. Because obviously the divine masculine was crying for her and feeling bad for her, and he was discussing everything about her, which she doesn't know, because she always thought that he doesn't talk about me to anyone. I'm not that important for him, but he did. Whosoever mattered to him, be it his best friend, be it his mother, be it his father, whosoever had that energy, he spoke about her, and it was not a very positive, constructive conversation. Again, not to blame anyone, it's just the way it is. On the other hand, the divine feminine who needs support, she's also surrounded by many people. It's not like she's not. From the worldly perspective, they both are surrounded by many people, but both of them are extremely lonely. They don't have anyone who really understands them or connects with them. So that element had always been there, where they were always confused about love. Always confused about love. What is love actually? Who is the person that loves me? And that love they find in their solitude, in their separation phases. And then they start, understanding the other person better, and they feel that okay. But then this coming and going takes a toll on them, and they cannot do it anymore, which is understandable. And right now, from her perspective also, she's saying that, so many people are getting married. So many people are getting married, and she's talking to the divine masculine in a telepathic manner that, one day please be that husband or that life partner of mine who will also get married with me publicly, hold my hand, and it will be a beautiful marriage. One day you have to do that. And there has been many occasions, many times when the divine feminines have cried alone. This crying is also important. They've cried alone and they have said that, I had always made many plans. It was not like my intention was bad, or it was not like I was not there to fully give myself in the relationships I had. But despite, only tears were given to me, or rejection was given to me, and many times she didn't even cry. That's why she had all this heaviness in her heart. She's talking about the past relationships also, where she thought that, okay, this guy would be good for me, this person would finally love me the way I am, or they will accept me. Because biggest problem of divine feminine is she never gets acceptance. She never got acceptance from people around her, and this is basically because of the family template, because of the narcissistic family template, or being born in a place, amongst people who never appreciated who she was, never appreciated, never acknowledged. So if you're grown, if you're raised with that emotion that something is wrong with you, or even if everything is right about this person but still we don't love her, that makes a person feel really sad about who they are. It can give them a lot of confusion in the growing up years. And then she would also meet people who would appreciate her, admire her, like her, want to be with her, and then she would see that I was always told that I was wrong, or something was wrong about me, so how do I so that type of confusion. And the divine masculine understands, she wants the divine masculine to understand that she is done with all those people where she was the understanding person, where she was the supportive person, where she was always there. Now she wants a man who's more mature than her, even more mature. She doesn't want, she doesn't mind being little immature in front of the divine masculine. She wants him to be the more mature person, or she wants him to be the one who can let go, who can forgive, who can understand the pain that she's gone through. Unfortunately, during the runner-chaser dynamic, this doesn't happen. So it becomes even more heartbreaking for her. On the other hand, let's talk about the divine masculine now. He always felt, whenever, even if it was a one night stand situation, or whenever it was a 1 month fling, 2 month fling, 3 months fling, he always thought that this is going to be the love of my life, but it never was. And on the contrary, he was treated very badly. So every time there was a fight between the masculine and the feminine, even if she would say normal things to him, like very normal things, he would take it so personally that he would feel that she is the villain, or she is like all those girls. He still does not have understanding. Even if she had told him that, I was betrayed by someone, this is what hurts, hurt the divine feminine, or it hurt all of you, like I had told him that I went through this, I went through that, and still he did the same to me. Like, how could he do the same to me after knowing what I've been through? That's because he never had that talk with the divine feminines, because he was so scared of getting rejected or judged. So if you're in separation, and if you feel that you don't want to focus on him, don't focus on him right now. This channeling is to at least, make you understand that yes, you cried, it was okay to cry, it was okay to feel what you felt. And for his perspective also, it's okay to, whatever he went through, but still there was healing to be done, there were wounds, and both are in that zone, in that frame of mind where they are saying that whatever happened was good. Even the fights, even the on and off, even the separation, even if there is communication, little bit of communication, or for those who are in harmonization, whatever happened in the past was good. But now, whenever we get into a harmonious union, or even for some people, permanent union, I said permanent union and harmonious union are different things. Whatever happens now, you will be my queen and I will be your king. and the vice versa is being said by her, and she's crying and saying it, and he's crying and saying it. Both are feeling that pain, because there is so much pain. That pain also needs to release. All those tears they need to release, because they've had enough from each other. With each other they understand it's because of the wounds, but from others they don't understand, they don't want to understand. They are trying to forgive people, and some of them have been successful at forgiving each other, but now they want to keep a distance from that type of a crowd, or that type of a worldly world whose only job is to suck other people's energy, especially their energy. Because in their own group, in their own circle, within their own family members, their love is very, it's very visible, it's blooming, it's flourishing, it's always skyrocketing. They're always there for one another, they're always there to hold each other. But when it comes to the divine feminine, they don't want to do that. On the contrary, they make her feel like she's not even a human being, that she doesn't have feelings, she doesn't have emotions, she's like a stone, who doesn't have a beating heart. That amount of torture has been inflicted upon her, which has not been easy for her to take. That pain has been very hard for her to deal with. Especially, when you see that you have spent so many years of your life loving your mother, loving your father, loving your siblings, loving your cousins, or whosoever, it was that you gave your blood and every drop of your blood to everything that you had. When you see that those people never really loved you, never really cared about you, or if not that, then the narcissistic partner, or all the relationships combined, friends, you felt like, they were never really there for me. But it took her many years to figure that out, or a bit of time, or some time. If you're younger in age also, once you get into the twin flame journey, you will start seeing things much more clearer. And it would be a good thing if by chance you have come to this channeling and you feel that you're in the initial stages of the journey. Let me tell you, don't be very shocked and startled that this person was so close to me, this person didn't love me. And what is love? Basically, you will understand what is love. Love is also to know that if someone is different, it's not necessary that they have to accept you, acknowledge you, or their acknowledgement really matters also or not. If someone does not acknowledge you, if someone does not love you, let it be, let it go. There will be people, you will find your tribe. You will find your tribe, and I'm talking from my own experience. You will find those people for whom you will matter, who will acknowledge you, who will love you for who you are. You will find your true family very soon, sooner or later. And in fact, from childhood, since childhood, the divine feminines or the divine masculines, they do have those few contacts are always there who have given them deep love. And some of them, since they have starseed DNA, or they have 38 stranded DNA, they will always be guided by masters. They will cry, they will suffer, they will be miserable, but the masters and guides are always there to heal them in the dream space, to heal them during their heartbroken phases, to heal them when they are in pain. They will always be there. You just have to somehow find your way back home to them, or find your way back to that connection. Even if you don't have that connection, they are going to take care of you. Know that. That is why your journey is so difficult, because they know, and you knew that you can take it. They will not let anything wrong happen to you. They will make sure that your journey is successful by the end of it. That is the amount of faith you need to have, and you will see it. If you are in the twin flame journey, you have obviously found a very stable spiritual connection with higher powers. That's why now you're into it full throttle. So, in this channeling, I'm going to end this channeling here, because this channeling is where they are requesting. She is the one who starts this request. She makes this request, and it really hits him in his heart chakra, in where it's supposed to reach him. She feels that pain, that deep desire of being truly accepted, acknowledged, and recognized to be the real bride of the real groom. Maybe some of them have been the bride of someone, but now they want the real marriage, which is the soul's marriage to happen, and they are done with all the, when the soul's marriage happen, you don't need a ring or a ceremony. She is telling him that, so many people are getting married, or so many people are getting into commitment. It's my time too to find the real person, to find the commitment from the real person. But there is a catch, and that catch is that she has to find that connection in 5D first, and then he's already waiting in the 5D, by the way. Both of them have that pain, both of them have that love for each other, but once the blocks go away, they will be united. On that note, I'm going to end this channeling. One love and peace out.